Can you kind of like explain it bare bones and then sort of dive in on what that is?
Yeah, let's talk about the conversion gap. What I see in the online space, if you're consuming content on Instagram, you see so much around the importance of posting content, creating a personal brand, pushing out content every single day at this hour to get in the right algorithm. And so there's a lot of noise around creating content, and there's also a lot of noise around sales and creating funnels. And what I think is missing in the online space is that most entrepreneurs are not thinking of these two things as a unit that works together, and rather they're looking at two different departments. And what that ends up looking like when we look at their systems or the income or the processes that they've create is that marketing and sales are not working together. And so it doesn't matter how many leads you have. If you don't actually have a process to convert from marketing to sales, you create what we call a conversion gap, where you
Mhm.
get leads that come through that have no nurture sequence, that have no actual sales process follow up. And so entrepreneurs are getting stuck in I need more leads or I'm not making enough sales. And if we look at their system, we see it's happening because of the conversion gap.
Okay. So how in my brain, the cogs and wheels that I think in all the time is there's a disconnect between the lead funnel coming in, the middle piece, which is that nurture, which is that engagement piece, and then to get to that sales piece where you can actually create that conversion, there's a gap. Small, big, doesn't matter. And what we're looking at today is how you can fix this or even notice this before even knowing how to fix it. So how do you know that it's there? Like a lot of people are not going to realize that that gap is there. How are they going to realize it first?
They might see it look a lot of different ways. They might
Okay.
have really high engagement on Instagram, but no actual clients. They may have a lot of emails in their email database, but not actually having any booked calls. So sometimes it looks like there are the leads there, but the leads are not being nurtured in a way that leads to a sale. And this is why I say sales is not necessarily a quantity thing. You don't actually need a lot of leads to make a lot of money. And that's a misconception in our industry where people are always trying to sell you more leads, more leads. You need more qualified buyers. But oftentimes, you have enough buyers in your universe and you're
Hmm.
not caring about them and you're not pouring into them or adding value in their life. And that's where you can see that the conversion is not happening and it's not equaling dollars.